WyoPreps Athlete of the Week honors presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Wyoming. It's our second week, and our girls' winner this week is Lovell golfer Erika Cook, who actually goes to, I believe, Grable High School, technically. But an absolutely fantastic 2 days of the Cody Invite last week, shot 69 and followed up with a course record 66. Erika, congratulations, but tell me about your performance. Something had to be working well for you last week.
Yeah, thank you. I actually went out the night before the first day, and my dad helped me with my driver because it was kind of all over the place for a little bit. So we got that figured out, and I don't think I missed hardly any fairways. I think I missed one, but I was just in the shortcut on the right side of the rough, which wasn't bad. And so I was hitting my irons, my driver, my my putts were falling, and so it was just awesome.
Take me through the 66 course record. How did you feel that round, and how did it come together, I guess?
I felt great. I ended up birdieing the first three holes, and so I was like, okay, this might be a pretty good day. And then had a couple pars, and then I actually ended up having a double. Yeah, I
Wow.
ended up having a double bogey on a par three. I went into a hazard, and so that kind of it hurt, but I was like, okay, well, I can just get them back. So then I finished 3 under on the front, and then I went to the next side and finished 3 under on that side as well.
Well, how did it feel once you found out it was a course record?
Pretty good. I actually tied the course record the first day at a 69, but nobody told me. So then the next day I ended up breaking it.
Yeah. Well, what's working well for you to start this senior season of golf?
Definitely chipping and putting. My short game is on. So I'm just trying to focus on short game because that's mainly where I need to be with my driver. I can get it pretty close to the green sometimes, so my short game needs to be there most of the time.
You're already about halfway through the high school season, which seems odd for me to say here. We're not even at the end of August, but what do you feel like you need to kind of get done in the next couple weeks to get you ready for state?
Probably focus a little more on my irons and honestly just keep at the short game and focus on my game mostly because that's all I can control.
Well, obviously, you've got some pretty good competition. I think Isabel's kind of gunning for you. Lily's kind of gunning for you. What do you think of the competition in 3A girls around the state?
They're doing great. I'm proud of them. I just can't wait to see how all of us finish in Moreland. That's going to be nice. Kind of close to home, so we get to stay home in our own bed for the night. So that'll be nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, congratulations on winning our second Wyopreps Athlete of the Week winner for the girls, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Wyoming.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Want to say congratulations. Our Wyopreps Athlete of the Week boys winner this week is not an individual, but it's a team, the Cheyenne Sixers. And of course, our Athlete of the Week presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Wyoming. I'm joined by Sixers manager Ty Lane. And Ty, first of all, congratulations on that. But boy, what a whirlwind August it's probably been for you and your team. Kind of take me through that experience down in North Carolina.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was a much longer postseason. Adding that extra week, it seems like a long time, but the experience there was fantastic. The community of Shelby, North Carolina, is incredible, and they had a welcome group waiting and cheering for us when we got off the plane there, and pretty much from that point forward, you're treated, very much like a celebrity or a big league baseball club. And, they took us around. We did orientation that first night when we got there, and then got to have a practice day in the stadium, and worked out also at a junior college, a local junior college there. And, had a media day also, and did a lot of cool things. So it was really fun. And then when the baseball got started, it finally felt like you could relax and get back to business there.
You're the first Wyoming team ever to make it to the American Legion World Series. Thinking back now that you've had maybe a little more time for it to sink in and think about everything your team accomplished, what kind of stands out to you, and how proud of you are you of that group?
Yeah, I'm extremely proud. It was a talented group, but we've had a lot of talented groups that have been close to getting that done. And we caught some breaks there. We also showed a lot of grit and toughness. And so, we had a lot of moments where things could have come off the rails, and our guys just stayed the course and kept playing the next pitch. That was kind of our mantra through the postseason run. And even after that first day in North Carolina where things really didn't go our way, our kids could have come off the rails there again, and they just battled back and found a way to beat two really good teams and get to the Final Four there. And a couple walk-off wins and different things making it happen. And just really proud of the group.
Speaking of that, I mean, you didn't maybe probably play up to your standards in game one. How did your team find ways to win those two close games, and particularly the one against Troy, Alabama, down to your last bats?
Yeah, definitely. The margin for error at the World Series was razor thin, and it was really the whole tournament. I think every game, 80-90% of the games are one-run games, and two really good teams playing. So, we faced the college return arm in the first day, and man, he was on point that day. And sometimes you just got to tip your cap to a guy that has a great day, and he did. And for us, it was about just reminding ourselves we don't have anything else to prove to anybody. We just got to play our game and play it one pitch at a time, and enjoy the experience that we're having and have some fun doing it. And so, Julian Romero got our first hit there in the first inning of day two, and I think we all took a collective exhale once we got that first one to drop in. And at that point, we were really relaxed, and also relied on one of the best pitchers in our program history, Bradley Feaser, who had an outstanding outing for us and got us on the right track and kind of built some confidence from there.
How was it, you get there for the first time, but you get to the Final Four and you guys gave yourself a great chance, but then also to know that this whole state was really pulling for you guys to try and do something that hadn't been accomplished in a really long time, and that was a first-year team in the World Series trying to get to possibly a championship game and win it all.
Yeah, the support from the whole state and our town was incredible, and we could feel it in North Carolina for sure. And so there were so many texts from Wyoming coaches and former players. We run our YCO stuff in the fall, and so I've gotten to coach a lot of kids from all over the state, and hearing from some of those guys and from some of the coaches, and they're kind of helping talk us back into the tournament a little bit after day one also. So it was really cool to feel that. But the other piece is we know that Region 7 has had a lot of success in that tournament, and that's something we could kind of fall back on a little bit. Idaho Falls has not only been there, but really played well there several times. And so, we use that as a little bit of a confidence boost going into it as well. And then, the support from everybody took it over the top. There was a video from a local establishment here with packed house, all post six gear, and cheering and yelling, which was really cool to see. So it was a lot of fun, and our kids and our coaches felt that for sure.
Not trying to necessarily get sentimental for you, but you came close as a player. I know it meant a lot to your dad, who coached you and that program for a long time. What was that for you guys as a family to kind of break through the barrier?
Yeah, it was really cool. And my mom also, who's been, behind every single one of these for the last 20 some plus years. And so, for us, it was really cool to finally break through and get that accomplished. And I think we've been to a regional championship 4 or 5 times and been close. And so to finally break that door down was awesome. And I think it meant a lot to all of our alumni as well, because, we've had so many teams that we felt had a good chance to get there and gotten really close and played well at a regional tournament. And, I got over probably 250 text messages from players and other people saying, congratulations on finally breaking through. And it meant a lot to us and our program and our community for sure.
And then you're in that semifinal. Things are rolling in the right direction, and you give up one stinking hit the whole game, and it happens to be the one that finds a hole, basically.
Yeah, no doubt. That was a really good swing by a good player. Their catcher is, one of their best guys. And,
Yeah.
You make a couple mistakes before that. I think we had a walk and misplayed a bunt there. And so, like I said, the margins are really thin. You make one or two mistakes and it changes the course of the whole game. So I thought we played extremely clean in our 2 wins. And I thought our 2 losses, we had 1 or 2 mistakes that turned the table. So great experience, will help us get better, learning from that, and something to take and put in our pocket for next year.
Lastly, what does this do for your program moving forward, and even for the state? Since you guys have kind of shown, I think, the rest of the teams in the state, this can be done at the next level.
Yeah, I mean, I think the state has helped us big time. I think that the other programs in our state have really risen over the last 10 years, that last decade. It's been getting better and better and better. And winning a state championship right now in Wyoming is very difficult to do, and it's raising our level, and we're hoping to try to help raise the level of other teams around the state. But they've definitely done the same thing for us. And so it's cool to be that team. It could have been Gillette. It could have been a lot of teams. I feel like Sheridan had a really good team, and we found a way to get there. But hopefully what that tells everyone is that we're doing the right things and everybody's getting better. And if you have a dream to get to the World Series from the state of Wyoming and you're a player growing up in our state, then it's something that can go get accomplished. So it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I was going to say it really's got to speak volumes to Wyoming baseball is better than some people out there realize.
Yeah, Coach Huggins and I talked about that at state. He hosted up in Jackson this year, and we talked about Wyoming is one of the best Legion states in the country, and there's a lot of good baseball teams in our area, and the Northwest has been really good, but we feel like our state can compete right there with anybody.
Well, Ty, congratulations on this honor. I know it's probably a week late for Sixer fans, but I thought about putting you in our first ballot, but I wanted to kind of wait to see what the result was. Unfortunately, it ended maybe a little earlier than you and I would have hoped. But hey, congratulations, hats off on a great year, man.
Well, thank you, David. I appreciate it.